How to negotiate your value without being aggressive. The moment of negotiation, whether it's for a salary, a contract, or a raise, is often treated like a battle. We fear appearing aggressive, greedy, or confrontational. This fear causes us to leave massive amounts of money and opportunity on the table. True negotiation is not a fight. It is a collaborative discussion based on data. You don't need to be aggressive to win. You need to be prepared, rational, and clear about the value you provide. You must view negotiation not as demanding money, but as educating your partner on the market price of the solution you are offering. Data over emotion? The foundation of a successful negotiation is data over emotion. The moment you rely on how much you need the money, you lose. You must rely on how much the market values your contribution. Before the conversation, you must define your 3 numbers. The target, your ideal research salary. The minimum you will accept before moving to the next best alternative. The justification, 3 specific accomplishments or market benchmarks that justify your target number. When you speak in terms of market data, proven results, and specific metrics, your discussion is no longer a personal confrontation. It is a business exchange. The principle of silence. One of the most powerful, non-aggressive negotiation tactics is the principle of silence. After you state your requested number, calmly, clearly, and backed by your data, you must stop talking and let the other person respond. The natural human instinct is to fill the void, to justify the request, or to apologize. Resist this urge. Silence forces the other side to process the number and make the first counteroffer. This technique is calm, non-confrontational, and demonstrates immense confidence in the value you just articulated. The person who speaks next often loses. 2 case studies, winning with preparation. Let's look at 2 individuals who won major negotiations using pure preparation, not aggression.
Case study 1, the raise without complaining. A mid-level manager approached his review without complaining about his workload. He simply presented a document showing that over the last year, his work had generated X revenue and saved the company Y hours, and that the market rate for this specific impact was Z. He calmly stated his request, Z plus 10%, and remained silent. The raise was approved with minimal discussion because he presented a bulletproof business case. Case study 2, the freelancer's anchor. A freelance designer was asked for her rate. Instead of starting low, she presented a slightly higher anchor rate than she expected. When the client flinched, she immediately pivoted to the value of the proposal, the guaranteed timeline, the included revisions, and the specific cost savings she offered. By setting a high anchor and then focusing on collaborative value, she secured a rate 25% higher than she planned.
The takeaway and action plan. Negotiating your value is a duty to yourself. It's not a performance, it's a strategy. Here is your 3-step plan to prepare for your next discussion. 1. Research your justification. Find 3 specific market benchmarks or data points that validate your ideal salary, the target. Write them down. 2. Practice the delivery. Practice stating your number out loud calmly without any filler words like just or only. Practice the silence immediately afterward. 3. Define your walk away. Know definitively the absolute minimum you will accept. This knowledge gives you the internal freedom to negotiate without fear. Negotiation is not a battle, it's a strategic conversation about the value you create. It is your duty to educate your partner on the market price of your solution. What is the target number you are going to research and justify this week? Share your commitment to practicing the principle of silence in the comments below. And if you're ready to master the strategy of negotiation and stop leaving money on the table, hit the like button, subscribe for strategies that accelerate your financial confidence, and click the bell to join a community focused on deserved value. Negotiating your value is a duty to yourself. It's a strategy, not a fight.